The prices at bakeries are getting more and more expensive, and they've made me hesitate so many times. Today, let's try this lazy recipe. No oven, no mixer needed. Just a bit of stirring and mixing, and even someone clumsy can succeed on the first try. Since then, my fridge has never been without this homemade cake. The cake I make today looks beautiful and tastes delicious, not inferior to ones baked in the oven at all. Are you curious? Let's take a look together. First, prepare 120 grams of flour and 6 eggs. We need to handle the eggs. Crack each egg open. Then split the shell apart. Gently move the yolk back and forth between the two halves of the shell to separate the yolk from the white. Place the yolks into a large bowl. When choosing eggs, always prioritize fresh ones. If the shell has a white powdery layer and feels slightly rough, and you don't hear any sound when shaking it, it's fresh. If you don't have a separator, don't worry. This simple method works just fine. After separating, put the egg whites in the fridge to use later. Set the yolks aside for now. Now prepare the other ingredients. Pour 100 milliliters of milk into a cup. For beginners, add 50 grams of sugar first. Then you can adjust later according to your taste. Now take 15 milliliters of cooking oil. Choose an odorless type so it won't overpower the cake's flavor. Next, take 1 lemon and cut it in half. Do you know what kind of lemon this is? Then squeeze out the juice. You can use your hand or a juicer. Its flesh is pink, very pretty, and the skin is thin and full of juice. Set all these ingredients aside for later use. Now, let's work on the egg yolks. Use a whisk to beat the yolks until smooth and evenly colored. Then pour 100 milliliters of milk into the yolks. Stir for about 1 minute until the mixture is completely blended with no separation. Next, add 15 milliliters of cooking oil. Mix until the mixture becomes smooth and glossy. This step helps make the final cake soft, smooth, and moist. Divide 120 grams of flour into 2 parts. Add the first half to the yolk mixture. Stir gently in one direction until the flour is fully dissolved and the batter is smooth without lumps. Do not stir in a cross motion, as this will create gluten and make the cake tough instead of fluffy. Once there's no dry flour left, add 3 grams of yeast and 5 milliliters of lemon juice. The yeast helps the cake rise and stay light, while the lemon juice removes the egg smell, helps the batter set better, and gives it a refreshing taste. Then add the remaining half of the flour. Continue stirring gently in the same direction. Adding the flour in 2 steps helps control the texture, avoid lumps, and ensures the batter mixes evenly. The yolk mixture is ready when you lift the whisk and the batter falls in thick ribbons, slowly, smoothly, not too runny and not too thick. This texture is ideal for a soft and moist cake. Next, take your rice cooker. Pour in 5 to 10 milliliters of cooking oil. Use a brush to spread the oil evenly over the bottom and sides, especially the corners, to prevent the cake from sticking and to ensure even cooking. Then place the inner pot back into the cooker and press the Keep Warm button to preheat for 5 minutes. Preheating helps the batter set quickly when poured in and prevents it from sticking to the bottom. Next, let's work on the egg whites. No electric mixer? No problem. A meat grinder or food chopper will do just fine. Pour all the egg whites into the grinder. Add the remaining half of the lemon juice. Then add 1 spoon of sugar. Note: the sugar must be added in 3 separate times, not all at once. After adding the first portion of sugar, close the lid. Turn on the machine at low speed and blend for about 30 seconds. When large bubbles start to form, add the second portion of sugar. Increase to medium speed and blend for 1 minute until clear lines appear in the foam. Lift the whisk. If the egg whites stick lightly, add the final portion of sugar. Then switch to high speed and blend for about 1.5 minutes. This method is fast, simple, and effective. No more tired arms from whisking by hand. Just a few minutes and you'll have smooth, firm meringue. When you lift the whisk, the peak stands upright without dripping. This is the ideal stiff peak stage. Now comes the most important step, combining the two mixtures. Add half of the whipped egg whites into the yolk mixture. Use a silicone spatula and mix using the cut and fold technique. Gently cut down through the batter and lift from the bottom upward. Always mix in one direction. Never stir in circles or change direction constantly. It will break the air bubbles and your cake won't rise properly. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. When no white streaks remain and the batter turns into a smooth pale yellow, it's ready. Then add the remaining egg whites and continue folding gently in the same way. Mix until the batter becomes smooth, light, and glossy. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. When you lift the spatula, the batter should fall in a silky ribbon that blends smoothly without lumps or separation. Pour the entire batter into the preheated rice cooker. Lift the inner pot slightly and tap it 3 to 5 times to remove large air bubbles. Close the lid and select the cook or cake function. If your rice cooker doesn't have a cake mode, press the cook button. When it switches to warm, let it rest for 20 minutes. Then press cook again. Wait until it switches to warm for the second time. Leave it on warm for another 10 minutes. Then turn off the cooker. Now open the lid. Your cake should be fluffy and smooth, like a little golden cloud. You can check doneness by inserting a toothpick deep into the cake. If there is no powder left, it means the cake is cooked. If there's still wet batter, cook one more round and leave it on warm for another 20 minutes. The total cooking time is about 50 minutes. Remove the pot and place the cake on a plate. Look at the bottom. Golden brown, even color, fragrant, and not sticky at all. Cut the cake however you like. Break one piece open. The texture inside is fine and smooth. No large air holes, soft, moist, and lightly fragrant without any eggy smell. No oven, no hand mixer needed. Just a rice cooker and a meat grinder, and you can make a delicious cake that's as good as any bakery's. This is today's steamed cake recipe without an oven. Just a bit of mixing and a short cook time, and you'll have a soft, sweet, fluffy cake that doesn't stick to the pot. See? Baking isn't that hard after all. If you have kids or elderly family members at home, you should definitely give this recipe a try. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.